Okay, I'm going to do a quick mess around with an Amen. I'm going to chop a new section of it and show you how I put it all together. It's all fun doing all the old chopping, old-fashioned style. If you like this stuff, please like and subscribe. Thanks everyone, take care. Okay, so today I'm just working on some Amen chops I've been doing to chop everything up manually. I wanted to do it the old-fashioned way. So let's bring on where I got to so far. So we'll go to here, just SCSI 1. I'm going to load Amen chopped, and that should bring in everything. Volume, actually, that's fine. Bring them in. This is how far I've got so far. So here's your program, and we can go. Oops. Yeah, that's definitely what I meant to do. Let's try this again. That's all of that. I probably should have played that with you being able to see the keyboard. In fact, let's try that. There you go, so you can see, and then I'll line it up again. This is brave, but there you go, so you can. So I want to do the rest of those so I can work with them from the Amiga in a bit and, you know, like control it properly. Let's go back to here. Hopefully that's relatively visible. Right. So all the samples we've got, which won't be in order because why would they be? We've got the sine, which I shouldn't have had. They're the built-in ones. There you go. There's the whole loop. And here's what I've got so far is all the chops. They're not in order, but... Oops. Oops. There's 6. I don't know. There you go, so I'm up to 18. So I want to do is I want to go back to the original loop. This is how I've been trying to chop it. You can do this so quick in Ableton or modern DAWs, but so I'm going to go to the next one. I think is what I want a snare. I'll check in a minute. So we press edit, and this is how I'm doing it at the moment. I press name, and then I change it to, we're up to number 19, so change this to Amen chop. Nice and easy because most of the letters are the same. Amen chop 1, and we'll know if we've got it right. 14, you can see there's an exist there. 18, 19. Press new, press enter, and I press copy, and it takes a copy of that whole sample, which I'm going to edit for the chop. Now I go to trim, and you've got the whole thing. And let's initially do some trimming. I don't want a lot of this. It's after the double bass drum. Do that to get some resolution on the screen. There's the snare. And let's just use these figures. This is how I'm choosing how far to move the cursor each time. You can see as I go along it moves, it changes which of the 10 units it's using. A lot of this I'm doing by ear now. That's pretty good. Let's do cut and cut. So I want just the snare because I'm chopping them quite small. So we'll go to the end, go up a couple of these. So just the snare, could have gone up another unit really, another 10. Well, if you get nothing else from this video, assuming this isn't some kind of weird cat problem on the S3000XL, notice this. I'm using the speed I want. This is about where I want to be. I'm going to use this to audio-wise, I'm going to listen to take off that hi-hat at the end. Now watch what happens here. You can see the waveform display. Let's just do a cut and cut so it's more visible. Watch this and listen. Oh, it's not the most visible one to do this with. There you go, that's better. Let's go to the 10s and bring it down. There you go. that's not too bad. Do a cut and cut again. Now notice this when I play lower. See that you haven't got the hi-hat there? And you might see, although it's not that visible, you can see here on the display there's a peak there. And you might think, well, what, aren't you doing it visually as well? Well, on this, and I don't know if it's the same with all of these Akai samplers, even though it looks right visually, you listen as I play lower down. It seems to move on this Akai. The lower keys here seem to be more about what you've got on the display, but you don't want to play it that slow. You want to play it up here. You can hear, the lower you get, the more you can hear that transient from the hi-hat. Don't know why, but find the speed you want to edit at and do it, or use your ears to do it there, and leave that bit of extra, because otherwise if you then mess around with the sample and slow it down a bit, you're going to get this extra audio here. It's very weird, but anyway, that's that done. Now I can do cut and cut again, and I've now got 19 ready, and we can go back into here, and we can go into here, the key groups. Okay, so let's go back to key groups now. We've got 19 done. So we'll go to the program, we'll go to edit, we'll go key groups, and you can see you've got 18 key groups, and you can see what I've done so far. I'll press sample so you can see that initially, and go to the key group numbers here, and there you are, and you can see they all match up with the samples I've taken. Right, and this would be much quicker in Ableton and Logic and all this stuff, but never mind. So we want 19, so go back to key group, we go to key groups in program, we press the plus symbol. Good idea to make sure you're on this first, it just is easier, it means you're on the previous slice. Go up here, press plus, 19, and now you should find, you can hear that's double, that's the double bass drum, because of course the snare's just after that. Now we go to the key group number here, you can, so you can see, first thing I'll do is move that, because 18's on F3, F3. I like the white notes for this, for the easy chopping. So I'm going to move this to G3. If you don't remember to do this, it'll go up in octaves. Look, F7, F3. So press this button here, plus to jump back one unit again. And there you go, that should be on G3. There it is. Obviously I've got to change the sample. Let's go, make sure we're in key group 19. Go to sample and bring that to the 19 we've taken. You'll notice the pitch sounds a bit wrong. That's because as we go, I'll show you this as well. Because I'm on the white notes, it depends. If you're doing it on the the kind of sharp notes, the black notes, you don't need to worry about this. Just do it one at a time. See the semitones here? Obviously, depending what note I'm on, I figure out what speed I want the sample for the lowest note, which obviously would be quite low. So you can see we've got plus 26. And each note I go up, each tone, 24, 22, then E to F is one semitone, 21. So you can see I'm going down. So, but then this is the other reason I think you should do the chop do your plus key group from the previous one. So there's your previous one, 18 is -3, and that was F. Or G is 2 semitones above that. So we go to here. So go to your 19. It's obviously got the -3 from the previous one. Go back a couple of units with this, with the plus. And go to 1, because it's 2 semitones. He says, I've just done that the wrong way, never mind. Did you spot it? I nearly didn't. -5. See, so now you can see that's lined up nicely. So now you've got the 19th slot done. And there we are. So again, I'll show you the key groups, and there is 19 on G. So now we can go all the way up. I will just, I might show you that, to be honest. Let me clear the keyboard a bit. So now if I zoom out a bit, I can now go all the way up these keys, look. Lovely. Cracking. So yeah, it's a lot more fast than doing it the new way, but it's a lot of old fun playing with these old samplers, and I highly recommend you have a go on one, or get one if you can. They're not too bad, although they've gone up in price since I originally got this for 25 UK pounds, although I have put some upgrades in. So yeah, have fun. Now once we've finished, a habit I've been getting onto at the minute, and it can be a bit fiddly with this, I like to go to, when I've done each sample, I didn't show you this time, but when I've finished a sample, before I put it in the key group, I normally go find it in here. Note I've changed to cursor item only. and then I'd go and find 19 because this is unsaved at the moment. Check it says cursor item only 19, and you'd make sure you're on the right volume, but I know I'm on SCSI ID 1 and volume 1, and press go, saved. And then just for the sake of it, now I've shown you that, what I'm actually going to do is save the whole program by going up into here, aim and loop, oops, where is it? Aim and chopped, there you are, there's the program, and I'm going to change this to cursor prog and samples, which means it'll just save all the loops in case I change them. Obviously I've got one new one, I wouldn't. And then I do this, cursor prog and sample, make sure you're on aim and chopped, go. You'll watch it save all the chunks as well. Good, right, have fun. And here is the result. I'm going to hand hold the camera just to be a bit silly.